Anton Yelchin was a massive star who found a foothold in almost every area of the entertainment industry. He starred in movies, did voice work on animated shows, and earned recurring roles on TV shows. He's best known for his roles on the rebooted trilogy of Star Trek films. A freak accident took the life of this rising star when he was only 27 years old. He was pinned under his Jeep Grand Cherokee for some time until his friends found him dead at his home. Keep watching to learn the details of Anton's death, the story of his life, and how his legacy will impact fans for generations to come. His life. Anton Yelchin was the only child of famous Russian figure skaters Irina and Viktor Yelchin. He was born in Leningrad in the former Soviet Union. His family emigrated to the U.S. when he was only 6 months old to seek political asylum. Anton began studying cinema as soon as he was able and became fascinated with the art form. He even watched the complex films of Martin Scorsese at age 8. Anton's parents always supported his creative ambitions. He got his first acting roles when he was only 9 years old. He became a famous child actor thanks to films like House of D and Hearts in Atlantis. Anton's most famous role was as Russian ensign Pavel Chekov in the Star Trek films. Anton quickly became a critical darling. The LA Times called his role as Jacob in Drake Doramis's film Like Crazy a fearless performance that showed the character's quietness, tangible seriousness, and sincerity. Critics felt his part in Odd Thomas was better than the film as a whole. Anton also played the lead in the film Charlie Bartlett and appeared in other films such as Alpha Dog, Fright Night, and Terminator Salvation. His filmography also includes a few notable TV roles. He played alongside Hank Azaria for 2 seasons in the Showtime TV series Huff. He was also a talented voice actor. He brought life to characters in the Smurfs films and the Netflix series Troll Hunters. He will be remembered by co-stars, friends, and fans the world over for his talent and dedication to his craft. His death. Yelchin died in a traffic collision at age 27. His 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee slid down while he was behind it and came barreling towards him. He wound up pinned between the car and a brick mailbox pillar and security fence. Friends became concerned when he didn't show up for a band performance and went looking for him. They found his body at his Studio City home. The police noted he must have been trapped there for some time. Like many cases of celebrity deaths, the news of Anton Yelchin's passing spread shockwaves throughout the entertainment community. His fans were distraught, his friends and coworkers barely knew what to say, and his parents were inconsolable. Condolences spread on social media. John Cho, his Star Trek co-star, wrote a tweet about how he was a true artist, a great pal, and a great son. Kat Dennings added that he was one of her best friends, and no words could express her true feelings at the news of his death. The newest Star Trek film, Star Trek Beyond, is set to premiere on July 22nd. Paramount Pictures expressed their condolences and said Anton will always be a member of the Star Trek family. The lawsuit. Anton's parents filed a wrongful death suit against Fiat Chrysler, the manufacturers of the Jeep that rolled down his driveway and ended his life. They wanted to prevent other families from facing a similar tragedy. Their lawyer, Gary Dordick, asserted that they should hold Fiat responsible for the event and ensure they learned a lesson from it. The 2015 model was part of a safety recall of 1.1 million other vehicles only 2 months before Anton's death. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration warned drivers of a defect in the monostable gear selector. Most vehicles use a lever to change gears, but the 2015 Grand Cherokee had an electronic shifter. It used a button to change gears that confused drivers, causing them to think they were in park when they were actually in neutral or drive. This made it easy for them to leave the car in the wrong gear, causing it to careen towards them the moment they looked away, just like with Anton's case. The lawsuit was settled 2 years after Anton's death. Fiat refused to give details about the settlement, but did release a statement. They said they were pleased to reach, quote, an amicable resolution in this matter, and they extended their deepest sympathies to the Yelchin family for their tragic loss. While the lawsuit didn't provide any monetary rewards to the Yelchin family, it may meet their goal of preventing future tragedies and teaching car manufacturers to always keep safety in mind. Potential car owners who consider purchasing a 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee may move on to a safer model, and future models may not have such a dangerously confusing gear shift. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you give it a like and subscribe to Trender for more. Keep watching to learn about Anton's secret illness and the documentary that chronicled his life and legacy. Cystic fibrosis. Cystic fibrosis is an inherited condition affecting over 70,000 patients throughout the world. It keeps chloride, a critical component of salt, from moving through the body. This damages the mucous membranes of several vital organs, including the lungs and digestive system. Cystic fibrosis is a painful condition with several debilitating symptoms. They include digestive issues, infections, inflammation, and respiratory failure. Anton never told anyone about his diagnosis, not even his loving parents. It's also unclear how long he suffered from cystic fibrosis. He didn't want pity and refused to let the debilitating disease prevent him from reaching his goals. Anton Yelchin was a fighter who pushed through all the obstacles in his life. The world will never know how far he could have gone and how powerfully he could have beaten the survival odds of his condition if he hadn't been in such an unexpected, deadly accident. The documentary. Garret Price had always been interested in the actor's story. He found him fascinating, viewing him as a layered star with a mysterious and interesting personality. Garret directed a documentary entitled Love Antosha to celebrate Anton Yelchin's life. It premiered at the Sundance Film Festival in 2019. The documentary includes interviews with several co-stars including Jodie Foster, Jennifer Lawrence, Chris Pine, Kristen Stewart, and more. It also features rare, tender home movies that show Anton's early interest in acting. They all come together to tell the story of the life and death of this extraordinary man. One of the things that drew Garret to Anton's story was the way he courageously dealt with his secret illness. He admits that other cystic fibrosis patients have come up to him and admitted they were inspired by the documentary. He also expressed gratitude that someone like Anton existed. Garret Price insists that Love Antosha is a movie about life, not death. It shows Anton's courage and talent and serves as a way to inspire others to chase their dreams without being afraid to fail. Irina and Viktor Yelchin's grief. Irina and Viktor Yelchin lost their only child in a freak accident. Their unimaginable grief continues to affect them every day. The home Anton lived in remains unsold. His parents couldn't bear to part with it, especially because it serves as the place where he died. They also visit their son's grave every day. Irina and Viktor assert they were always proud of their son because of the type of person he grew up to be and not because of his fame. They remember their son as modest, honest, loving, and generous. The documentary Love Antosha served as a way to relive this grief and remember Anton in a positive way. Garret Price was nervous when he first met Anton's parents, but they were amicable and pleased by the finished product. He notes that while it was hard for them to relive their son's life and death, they gave him creative freedom to tell his story. He noted Anton's parents loved to talk about their son and often spoke about him as if he were still alive. Thanks in part to the documentary, his memory can live on in their minds and in the hearts of his many fans. Are you interested in seeing Love Antosha? What's your favorite Anton Yelchin role? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Trender if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.